Hello, I'm back. Okay, we left off. I explained the mother archetype. I explained the dark goddess, a little bit about the dark goddess. She's the one that takes us to these journeys in life of the underworld. She's the one who, I'm only going to give you a little bit. She does a million things, but I'm just going to give you this little bit, okay? For now. She is the one who gives us challenges, but they are out of love. She sees things in our lives that are tripping us up, that are keeping us stagnant, that are keeping us from fulfilling our full potential, okay? And she'll take them away. She'll just take them away, gone. Oh, you are so comfortable here, but you made it an agreement, and you said, Jessica, you said you wanted real love and intimacy, didn't you? Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Please give it to me, please. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to yank this thing out because that's tripping you up and you are way too comfortable, and that thing is not going to get you to where you want to go. So it's gone. In that moment, she takes that thing away. Maybe I thought that was who I was and my identity. But when she takes that away, she also embraces me and holds me and takes me down to the depths of who and what I am to show me the truth. And it is in those moments, it's different for everyone how that happens, but in those moments that you feel that you're alone and you can't take it and you don't know why you're there, there's so much there for you to uncover. So much power in understanding what's beneath all of this. I've gone through, I don't know how many, I call them trips to the underworld. I know that sounds scary. Nobody wants to go there. Just for like one small example, I mean, this is a big thing that happened in my life, but things like this keep happening, and I know they're not going to stop. Okay? One time my house got struck by lightning, burnt down. You know how much identity I had in that house, in the contents of that house, in that moment of my life. That I thought it was me. I thought I needed it. I thought, I had so much wrapped up in that. And if that didn't happen, it would not have moved me forward to being with my life partner who I'm with now, that I have this deep intimacy with that I wanted so bad, because I had so much pride. There's so many layers to like what stripped me bare from that experience, but I'm sticking with this one example. I had so much pride and also like pain and things around being independent. So I wanted deep intimacy. I wanted a loving relationship. I wanted a partner that was like the most amazing love and romance of my life, but I wasn't willing to give up my pride of, I can do all this shit in my life on my own and I don't need someone to support me. I was like, never ever gonna move in, never gonna share a bank account, like nothing like that. Like, this is my life. I am strong. I can do this. And that's where it was like, yeah, I want that intimacy from you, but we can't go there in this container. And then it was like, let me take that away from you and show you what it's like to really be intimate and lean on somebody and be that vulnerable. And that was like another budding and opening and like unfurling of this rose in my heart in this relationship with my partner. And this is what I really want to get at. I really want to get at this part, okay? When you are held in a safe relationship, whether it be with yourself, with someone else, so much can open up and take you to so many different levels of life that you didn't even know were possible. We talk about spirituality and ascension and reaching those higher aspects and these different, what do they call it? 3D, 4D, 5D consciousness. It doesn't matter how many books you read about different levels of consciousness and a golden era of a new world if you can't embody it and bring it through all of your being, every chakra, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of them. And in order to do that, there has to be safety. And it doesn't happen by us forcing it open. It happens by us meeting ourselves where we are, being honest with where we are, what we need to work on. Some gunk in there that we need to clear out. How do we do that? Oh, I see this part of me that I want to hold space for so many people. I have this big dream of creating containers for people who feel like they're outcasts, feel like they don't belong, people who had no idea that there was a place for them, that they had so much power inside of them because they were shunned. Yeah, okay, it's like the universe is saying to me, okay, well, let's look at these things. Let's look at these things inside of you that are stopping you from getting there. And let's clear those out too. So in the past, I don't know how many years, but in the past few years of my relationship with my amazing partner, I have had these moments of literally being in my house. One day I was doing the dishes and I was like really in pain. Like my heart was aching. I was in pain and I was like, man, I have these dreams and I just can't seem to get them. I can't seem to bring this energy through this body and ground it to do the work to bring it to life in this reality. And that was so frustrating and so painful. And I just kept asking myself, what is this? Why? So one day I was doing the dishes and I was just threw my hands up in the air. I was like, I need to know what is blocking me. Let's get through this. Goddess said to me, I heard her. Goddess said to me, come sit on the couch. What'd I do? I went and sat on the couch. I sit on the couch, close my eyes. She takes me into this meditation. I'm just sitting there. I'm completely open, completely raw. And I go into this vision where she takes me into a memory of when I was a child, an interaction I had with an adult. In that interaction, it formed a belief in my mind that said, you're not good enough. Your voice doesn't matter. You cannot communicate very well. No one hears what you're saying. And you're just not good enough. You're not good enough at communicating. And I saw that memory of the moment that belief was formed in my mind. That's the shadow. I didn't know that shadow was there. I met my shadow. And in meeting my shadow, I said, holy cow, that's not even true. It wasn't true. This is a belief I formed. So what did I do? I took that shadow and I saw that little girl and I embraced her in this meditation. I'm embracing her and holding her and telling her it's okay and just nurturing her and giving her love. And I know that's a part of me. That's a part of me in my life experience. So sometimes it might come up. but it now is no longer unconscious. I'm aware it's there. I know where that came from. And when it comes up, I just embrace her and love her. And I say, come on, let's do this together. We got this. We can do this. But that would have never, ever happened if I didn't feel safe in here, this container, and in my home container, in my relationship and my environment. If you are a leader, someone who helps people go through transformation, if you do readings for people, it is so important that that container is so safe, so nurturing, because there cannot be real healing if it's not. And if you desire, maybe you just want good friends. Maybe you are like an amazing friend and you know exactly what I'm talking about because you hold this kind of space for your friends. I made a post on Instagram the other day that said, holding space is my love language. And that is so true. Like, I love intimate friendships and I love just like being able to hold that space for somebody, a loving relationship for whatever to blossom that needs to blossom on its own time. There's many different ways that you can hold a safe space, but first work on this, work on yourself. In what ways do you betray yourself? Telling yourself you're going to do something and then not doing it is self-betrayal. That creates confusion and a split in here. And then you might not know if it's safe or not. Be honest with yourself at all costs. Have integrity with yourself and what you're saying to yourself. Like if something that you want to do, let's say like I really want to start working out again. By me telling myself I want to work out again, I'm going to say, I'm going to work out tomorrow. But if I know that I might not work out tomorrow, it's safer for me to say, I really want to start working out tomorrow, but I understand it might not happen because X, Y, and Z, but I'm going to try my best. Having integrity with the relationship with yourself. Or at the end of the day, checking in and saying, oh, what happened there? Let's just check in and see what happened there. Being honest with your words and truthful with what you're saying to other people is huge for creating safety here. Here, your throat chakra, connected to your heart. Your heart is the bridge between your upper chakras and your lower chakras. Your lower chakras are the safety. They are the home, the family, the relationships, your willpower. Those three are like, it's easy to open these up. It's hard to hold the light and see the gunk and all of that stuff in your lower three and have integrity with them. But that's where the work is. And once you got it all going and flowing, you're just like really vibing. You got that Shakti power that's like Kundalini. I mean, if you know what words I'm using, great. I hate it how this like our vocabulary does no justice for these things that I am trying to relay. The dark goddess takes us through soul retrieval. We go into the underworld and we meet our shadows to retrieve those parts of our soul that are split off, that are broken from our being. And when we find them, we bring them in to make us whole and complete again. And in order to be whole and complete, we have to honor the dark and the light. We can't just keep shoving the dark away and saying, I don't like that. I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to pretend like it's not there, because that's where the work is. It's easy to be light. Everyone feels good when they're light. Anybody can be light. It's not easy to work with the darkness. This is the deep work that is being required of so many of us right now. is to look at this. So thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for magnetizing this out of me and giving me this ability. Thank you. And I'm going to thank myself for showing up and doing the work. And I will talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, please send me a DM or comment below. My Instagram is Jessica Erie, and send me a message there. Okay, I'll see you guys later.